Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Yes, I'm feeling better. Sorry, just clearing my throat. Let's try sitting up a bit, shall we? Okay. Now, I was out yesterday, and while I was out, there were shoe stores that were doing bang-up business of kids wanting to buy new shoes for the school year. And while you're a high school kid or you're middle school, we'll call them middle school, kid may want the Air Jordan. You have to be careful. Sometimes if you're a diabetic who has some sort of foot issues, whether it be a toe amputation or a ulceration or history of ulceration. I'm not a podiatrist. I'm just, from my research, what I'm trying to tell you. If you have something like I have, Charcot's foot, you may want to look into getting a diabetic shoe. Years ago, I got a diabetic shoe made. Actually, I got a couple of them made. It was a hefty price, and no, they weren't covered by pharmacare or medical at that time. I'm not exactly sure if they are today or not. But diabetic shoes are important so that you don't cause any injury. Now, I was always bad. When I went out, I always wore shoes. But, when you're at home, I went around with stocking feet. Now, when I'm in the chair, I can wear stocking feet where I don't have to really worry. But I was always stubbing my toe, especially the outside baby. I don't know how I did it. I just did it. And with the decreased sensation there, now, you really need to be aware what a diabetic shoe is. And I can think back to, there's this Simpsons cartoon years ago where he got changed into a geek that he had to go and get his eyesight checked, and next thing, he's walking differently, so they had to put him into a specialized shoe. And, he looked like a geek. And diabetic shoes used to really only be one sort of style. Nowadays, there's a whole bunch. But what you need to take a look at is you want something that is a strap or a tie-on. Just these little slip-ons may not be the best because your toes, as you walk, a lot of people end up kind of shuffling and their toes get kind of scrunched, and an open sore can very easily get infected. Hello, I know, trust me, this time trust the old guy. Now, you should have the conversation with your doctor. I don't care if you're a type 2 or that you're an adult now and you know the difference, or your son or daughter say, I want that cool shoe. You need to discuss on whether it's appropriate for your son or daughter to have diabetic shoes. Now, diabetic shoes usually are a little deeper so that an insole can be fitted. And a lot of pediatric feet places will usually put in a liner so that the pressure points are taken off your foot. If I was still walking, I definitely would be in a diabetic shoe. Right now, my walks are from my bed to my chair. Get in my chair and we go on our way. Maybe not the greatest, but that's what it is right now. Now, there is, if you go to podiatrists, they usually will have people that they deal with. I know for my liners for my shoes, I ended up going to, I think the place was called Paris Orthotics. They did not pay me to say this. If I find a company that will help with your diabetes that I kind of really enjoyed dealing with, I will tell you. They got me all set up, and when I needed an air cast, they were right there to do it. So, Paris Orthotics, now I believe they're on West 4th, just by West 4th and Gravel. They're just by the south side of the bridge. And you want to protect your feet. So, if you're able to take care of your feet, wonderful. You need to do foot inspections, and a lot of times kids won't be so upfront because they're always afraid of getting into trouble. It's sort of like, well, how did your shoes get like this? Or how did you get this cut on your foot? Yes, we were playing in the grass and it was hot. I just wanted to take the shoes off. But again, that goes back to sort of like what we had talked about before, was being judgmental about your son's or daughter's diabetes. Yes, things happen. We'll deal with it. If things start looking red and infected, get to a doctor. So often, people seem to think, oh well, I'll just take care of it. And, oh yeah, I check the bottom of my feet all the time. Well, wonderful. Do you check in between your toes? Your feet are in especially during the winter, you're in shoes all the time. And your feet get a lot of moisture trapped. Oh my God, moisture? Oh no. And you want to make sure it's kept dry, that there's no open sores, that your toenails are cut on a regular basis. So, be alert. Now, when I go to buy shoes, and I go to a regular store to buy my shoes, I will take a look and see with the mirror what my bottom of my foot looks. I'm not really able to see. My workers can help, but you kind of want to take a look. We can use our phones now to take pictures. I find taking pictures and sending them to doctors, because if you phone up to your podiatrist or your GP and saying, well, I have a cut on my foot, it can be like forever to get an appointment. But now you just include a nice little picture and send it off, and it works so much better. If you get put on antibiotics, whether it be IV antibiotics or just regular pills, finish your whole routine. Don't kind of go halfway. Oh yeah, it looks better. I didn't really have to worry about it anymore. You do have to worry about it, because if any bacteria that's growing inside, if you don't finish your antibiotics, it could become resistant, and in future you could have a problem curing yourself for any infection. Those are my thoughts for the day. Contact your doctor to say, do I need diabetic shoes, or can I wear the normal shoes? Talk to you later. Have a great day.